Alright, welcome to this week's movement emphasis, which is going to involve a Roman chair or back extension machine. This is a really cool piece of equipment that will allow you to put on really specific strength and mobility and confidence into your back. Now, despite what you may hear on Instagram and social media, this is not a magical fix to back pain. You'll see and hear all kinds of crazy claims about these things, like if you can just do 20 reps every single day for the rest of your life, you'll fix your pain. By now, you know that there's a lot more nuance to claims like this, and this is just another tool that we're going to use to increase your confidence, strength, and endurance in your back. But let's get into how this thing works. Now, before we get started, you may be looking at this thing and thinking that it looks super fun and exciting, hopefully. Or you may be looking at it and thinking that it looks like some intimidating piece of medieval torture equipment. Either way, we're going to start super slow and build from the ground up, so don't worry if you have some hesitation about using this thing. So the Roman chair has a couple key components that we're going to look at. The first is this bar down here, and this is what's going to keep your legs locked into the machine. Next, we have the pad up top, which is where you're going to lay the front of your legs when you're bending over the machine. And finally, we have the handles. Now, these are going to be useful when you're just starting out and getting comfortable going through a full range of motion. So we're going to start by using these until you feel really comfortable and confident with the movement, and then we'll scale up to full range of motion without using the handles and eventually adding weight. As the weeks go on, you'll see how we progress the movements that we use on the Roman chair, but I'll just give you a quick idea or an overview of how this process looks. So the first thing you want to start with is what's called isometrics, which is basically where you're just holding yourself over the edge without going through any range of motion. So you're basically just holding this position and keeping your lower back stiff. You can also choose to start your isometrics by using the handles and unweighting a little bit if it's easier and more comfortable to start with. So that would look something like this, where you're using your arms to unweight a little bit and still putting a little bit of load through your back, enough to feel your muscles contracting back here. The next thing we'll do is to start adding a little range of motion, and we're going to do this in an unweighted position using the handles. So that will look something like this, where you're going through a range of motion, whether that's your full range of motion or just starting with a little bit of range of motion that feels comfortable. And again, using those hands to unweight. And then once you feel confident and comfortable with that, we can start taking away the hands and just going through your full range of motion. And then from there, we can start adding weight and resistance to the movement. But that's the basic progression that we're going to work on throughout Restore when it comes to the Roman chair. Now, the other big thing to talk about here is pad placement. You'll notice that most Roman chairs have the ability to adjust the pad up or down. In general, you want the top of the pad to line up with the crease of your hips. So imagine you're sitting in a chair, that crease where your upper leg stops and your torso begins, you want the pad to be resting right about in that area. So you can see this pad is adjusted to be right at about the level of the crease in my hips. Now, if you've never used this thing before, or you find that it's really uncomfortable when you first start, one trick is to raise the pad up. By raising the pad up a few levels, you'll actually notice that it feels a lot easier and maybe more comfortable to start with. So here, I've raised the pad up so that the top of it is right around my midsection or belly button area. And this makes the lever of the movement a little bit shorter, which might be easier and a little bit more comfortable to start with. But give it a shot, play around with different heights, and see what a good starting level is for you. Again, the big emphasis with this movement is that we're going into back flexion, which is rounding your back, and then coming up into back extension. So you'll feel those lower back muscles squeezing really hard as you come up. Now remember, this thing is super specific and targeted when it comes to putting on strength and adding tolerance to your back, which is ultimately a really good thing and what's going to lead to a ton of progress for you. But it does mean that you want to start really slow and build your way up over time. So don't rush this process or try to skip any steps. Go slow and listen to your body.